Hello. Now it's time to rest. Hi, it's Will here, and it's time for Soundabouts, Goodnight Songs and Stories. I'm going to be reading you the story tonight on Wednesday and Friday, and B will be working with you on Tuesday and Thursday this week. This week's story is called The Musicians of Breman, and I think you're going to have to help me out making some sounds because we have a donkey, we have a dog and a cat in our story. Wonder if you can make those sounds. So, are we all sitting comfortably? The Musicians of Breman. Once, there was a big, busy town called Bremen, where music played every day and every night. There was music in the schools, in the gardens and in the streets. Every night there were concerts and songs being sung. Everybody in Bremen loved music, and everyone there was a wonderful musician. Let's say hello to our main character. He's a donkey called Angus, and he liked to sing. He liked to sing so much that sometimes his owner would have to shout at him to stop in the middle of the night. That was what Angus thought he sounded like. Actually, when he sang, he sounded a bit more like this. Ee-yaw, ee-yaw, ee-yaw. Not quite so tuneful, I think you'll agree. Can you make a sound like that? A donkey sound? Start with a very high E and work your voice down to a very low O. E-O. Have a go. Angus didn't live in Bremen, but from his village he could see Bremen glittering on the horizon. And if the wind was travelling the right way, he could hear some of the snatches of music from the town. This made him very happy and want to dance. Angus had been working hard for his owner all of his life and was starting to feel tired. It was his job to carry heavy objects around the farm, and they felt much, much heavier now than they'd used to. So one night, after he had sung his best song, To the Moon at Night, and his owner had shouted at him to be quiet. Angus, quiet! He decided it's time to leave. So he did. Just like that. He left and he started walking away into the night. And can you guess where he was going? That's right. He was going to Bremen. On his way, Angus the donkey passed a sad old dog at the side of the road, whose name was Rosie. The dog had left its home because guess what? She loved to sing too, and her owner didn't like her singing either. I think I'm quite good, said the dog. Shall I show you? Angus was very excited to hear another animal sing. Yes, please, he brayed. Here we go.
Woof, 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 woof. Woof, 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 woof.
Wow! That was great, said Angus, when she had finished. I'm so excited to sing in a band with you. Let's go! Wouldn't that have been amazing if that was what the dog had actually sounded like? Rosie sounded a bit more like this. But that's not what the donkey heard, so they kept walking. Let's hear those sounds again. What did Angus sound like? What did Rosie sound like?
Woof, 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 woof. Woof, 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 woof.
So that's the end of today's part of the story. I'll be back with part 2 on Wednesday. Before we go, I've got a little lullaby from the same country that this story came from, Germany. I'm going to be using English lyrics and translated. It's an evening song. And in the lyrics there is a moon and stars. And over this week, Bea and I will be playing this song. So if you want to find something that might make the star sounds, maybe you've got something gentle that could be our stars, or you want to sign moon and stars, then that would be a great way to join in. Here's the song. The moon has been a-rising, the stars in golden guising adorn the heavens bright. The wood stands still in shadows, and from the meads and meadows lift whitish mists into the night. Kind of sounds like a carol, doesn't it? I think we'll have one more little run of that before we say goodnight. The moon, the moon. The moon has been a-rising, the stars in golden guising adorn the heavens bright. The wood stands still in shadows, and from the meads and meadows lift whitish mists into the night. Hopefully you like that, and we'll learn more of it over the week. Now it's time to rest. Na